What up? Tim Ripper Owens here. Hey, listen, you are listening to the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where shop talk is rock. That was rock.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Frank.
And I'm Jared.
And this is the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock.
Woohoo!
I'm Jerry, number 63.
Is that where we're at? 63? Okay.
I think it's the year we were born.
We're coming up. Yeah, groovy year.
Very good.
Coming up on 2.5 years, guys.
Yes.
52 plus 13. Yeah, 68 would be, oh boy. 63 was a wonderful year.
Yeah. I had to laugh today because I was thinking to myself, today was the 45th anniversary of Aerosmith Rocks.
Yes.
It was released, right? And so
oh my God.
I saw that somebody posted up, hey, this album turns 45 today. And I'm like, Rocks, 45. I'm like, that's impossible. I wasn't like 2 when that came out.
Right. And I wasn't born.
And I was like, wait a minute. Is that right? Yeah, that is 45 years ago.
I wasn't even born, guys.
And that album still holds up today. Production,
absolutely,
songs, everything.
No joke.
It's not, if you listen to Aerosmith's first album, it's good, but it's a little dated.
Yeah.
The production's dated for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, hard to believe 45 years that I've been listening to that album, because I got it when it came out, and just, I remember my cousin Jeff, he had Toys in the Attic.
That might have been the first one I bought. Yeah.
Big 10-inch over. And he liked that song the best because of the innuendo and everything.
Innuendo.
And,
isn't that Italian preparation H?
I think so.
Okay.
And so I just remember listening to the rest of the album and loving it. So go ahead and laugh at your own joke, Jerry. It's okay.
No, but that's a classic. I'm sorry, Frank. I remember when I first heard it.
A classic by who? Red Skelton or?
Oh no, Red would never go dirty like that. No,
that was blue.
I'm sure I heard that. I'm sure I heard that.
Was a little blue.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. That is a little blue. Yeah, I apologize, Frank.
All right,
but you know what? Yeah, all our albums are getting 40, 50 years old, guys.
It's amazing.
And we're not. So yeah.
All right, mail call real quick.
You've got mail.
Picked up a split single from the Cynics and the Frampton Brothers, or just Frampton Brothers, 2 Sonny and Cher songs. One of them's I Got You, Babe.
Love that tune.
The other one is Bang Bang.
Nice.
On yellow vinyl to boot from Get Hip Records.
Why did they not put Cher on the cover?
Because the record company is something about Sonny. Where is it? It's from the forthcoming LP, Sonny Gets His Share. That's the name of the album.
Nice.
Yeah.
Probably all songs written by Sonny.
More than likely.
Right.
He was he was quite a writer, actually. He wrote a lot of those 60 songs you may
for
not
other
know.
people too. Yeah, Frank. Yeah.
He got his start at Capitol Records.
Phil Spector's protege.
Yeah. But he got
he had her on a tight leash. I watched a special on her to get out of that contract, and she'd never read it. So she read it one day and was just like, oh, wow.
Well, considering they were married or a couple, I don't think she thought she was going to get screwed over like that,
Yeah.
But he kept it tight.
Tight.
Here's another album I got, John Corabi Live 1994, where he redoes the Motley Crue album. Now, I've got this on CD signed by him. I've showed you guys before. I want to show you the reason I bought this. This was live in Tennessee. Look at this vinyl. Oh my!
Oh, nice.
Oh, Frank, that's beautiful.
Like black and clear splatter there.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So this came with a download card with a extra tune or two, and then finally,
better than the Motley album.
Oh, by far.
Oh, it's live, right?
Yeah. Finally, I got a bootleg Van Halen.
What?
Yeah, Van Halen live 1977 Red Vinyl.
How is it?
The sound quality is amazing. I listened to this today. I was really happy with the quality.
Really?
I was expecting muffled, sound of a regular cassette type bootleg, but this sounds like
from the soundboard.
It must be, but it is basically their whole first album and a few songs off the second album.
I was gonna say that picture is a Van Halen 2 era picture.
Yeah. And it was
not 1977.
That's from that back cover is from the first album cover. Same shirt, looks like.
Yep. But that's the Civic Auditorium, Pasadena, California. So,
wow.
Anyways, that's my mail call, guys.
Well done, Frank.
I know Jim's been to the record stores. You have a little story to tell us?
I do. So I was out in Long Beach this week. You guys saw the little video I did from
LB
from Third Eye Records over there.
Mm-hmm.
That was
but before I went there, I stopped in at Fingerprints, and I was scrounging through the 45s, just as I want to do sometimes, and I came across this. I don't know if you could see that very well.
Monopause.
Okay.
Right.
Now that's on the one side. It's kind of a hot roddy looking car, and some guy kind of getting in there, and then on the back side, it says Vico of Stomping Men. And so I had no idea what this was. And I'm looking at the cover and I think, wow, this is kind of interesting looking. And they had a little plastic cover on it.
Mm-hmm.
And in the corner, you can see there's a little sticker.
Right.
And that sticker says, "This is rad. Just go for it." So I took that as a sign.
Right.
Absolutely.
I needed to buy this record.
From on high, Jaime. You got that right.
So I bought it. And today I actually threw it on the turntable. And it was so weird. And I started looking at this, and it says Negative Land somewhere on here. Are you guys familiar with Negative Land?
No.
They're like an experimental electronic
Gotcha.
kind of thing. And as soon as I saw that, I was all like, oh, this totally explains it. So it's Monopause doing a song by Vico.
I gotcha.
And they did the arrangement for him, and vice versa. So anyway, it's extremely strange. I'll send you guys a copy of it.
Post it, Jaime. Post it. Yeah.
I got to look this up and see like what it is. And it's like one of the guys from Negative Land and some other people. Cool. And whole kind of rigmarole. And I was like, maybe I'll sell this off. Strangely, as it went on,
right,
it became very interesting and sort of a like weird loungy Esquivel.
Here comes the groove, baby. Here comes the groove.
I might hang on to it. I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate them wanting to put like a little.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Wasn't quite as rad as I expected.
Yeah.
I expected something a little speedy or a little more punk rock or something.
Yeah.
And then I found going through the budget 45s, I found this one, The Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
There's no year on this. There's nothing, but it said it says it's a double B-side. And I thought, how can I turn that down?
That's mediocre.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I just poking around, looking inside, and then there were two of them, and there was another band, another 45 by The Ghosts also. And I just happened to peek inside here, and there's a handwritten note inside. It says, "We're looking for a drummer. If you or anyone you know wants to play drums." And then there's
a number in there, huh?
There's an email address in here. So I tried to look these guys up, and I found the one record on Discogs, but not the other.
Okay.
They had put out an album, 1985.
Wow, quite a ways
and
back.
Some of the members had done like background vocals for like Elvis and Grateful Dead, and they played with all these different people. So they were like studio musicians. Looked like kind of got together and did a record. I'm not sure when the 45s came out, but they were a little more punky, poppy,
mm-hmm.
different. not what I expected, right? When I started digging in. And one of the gals who sang on there did some backing vocals on a Kip Winger record.
Oh, cool.
Ooh,
very nice.
So they've been around, they're good at what they do, but what they do is really kind of strange.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well done, both you guys.
Weird day at the record store. I thought it was nice they left me a little note like that, but
just put some snippets.
Not the rat I was expecting.
Put some snippets online on our website, on our Facebook page of this. Put it on your phone.
Yes, Jaime, please. Yes,
do something. Anyway, they because I used to work in a record store, and I forgot how weird your tastes get.
Right.
When you work in a record store, because you get sick of everything you hear, and so you're always looking for something that's just a little different.
Yeah.
You poor guy.
That was my week.
That's funny.
Awesome.
I do have mail coming of the band I'm featuring tonight. So.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, last week Jim picked the debut album of what is considered a super group. Bad Company. There you go.
Great pick, Jim. I got to revisit it. Great pick, Jaime.
35 minutes. Now, I didn't write down my songs that I thought you guys would pick. But there's
yours were interchangeable to me. You guys both were interchangeable to me. I still
with 3 or 4 songs on that album that were on the radio.
I would say 5 at least.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Can't Get Enough, Rock Steady, Ready for Love, Bad Company, Moving On.
There you go. That's it.
That's 5 out of
8.
9.
8? Yeah, 5 out of 8, 5 out of 9. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 out of 8.
Yeah.
So
I guess I should have said that I liked. Not a fan of the song Bad Company, but I know it was on the radio all the time. But I would have picked Rock Steady for both of you, and only because that's the song I would have picked, off the top of my head. When I think of that album, that's the song I think of.
That's the song I picked.
Okay.
Really? It's got that, because it's got that kind of weird intro.
Yeah.
I always like the way it sounded. Right. I do like the song Bad Company though, because I just thought it had attitude.
Yeah, I didn't I remember, I think Todd had this album, and we listened to it over at his house, and I remember, it's only 35 minutes long, so it didn't take that long to go through. But the songs that weren't on the radio, there was a reason. Those, to me, those were some weak throwaway tunes. But Paul Rodgers does that. Almost every album Paul Rodgers does, you get 3 or 4 or 5 great songs, and then just not so great. So
that's not bad. That's not bad. I know albums that got one great tune.
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
And not a bad for a debut also, gentlemen. I mean,
I would have picked Can't Get Enough for you, Frank.
Really?
That's exactly what I picked for Frank, Jaime.
Yeah. Yeah.
There it is. Can't Get Enough.
There. And what did you pick for yourself, Jerry?
Between you and Jaime, I went back and forth between Can't Get Enough and Moving On, because we all know Frank knows Shakin' Ape personally, riff rock. So I tried to find both of those tunes have great rhythm guitar chord stuff and bass lines.
Mm-hmm.
So I flip-flop. I finally wrote this one down last night, Jaime, for Frank, Can't Get Enough. I switched them back and forth a bunch of times. And for me, I would say Moving On. I would say Moving On, which is also what I picked. Sorry to jump your thing, Frank. I picked that for Jaime for the bass line.
Yeah.
And this album is great with the bass line on Can't Get Enough and Moving On. They're both beautiful and great rhythm guitar. I like my chords. But what a great pick, Jaime. I bought the Bad Company catalog on iTunes, and I haven't listened to it, Jim, in a good 2-3 years. Any of it.
Yeah.
And when you brought that up and I threw it on, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I forgot. So, yeah, I would say for me, moving on. For Frank, Can't Get Enough. And for Jim, moving on.
Yeah. It's close.
Just, yeah.
And next.
We all kind of stuck in the same little.
Yeah.
Same little.
Well, because the other ones are a little, I don't want to say darker, but less bass-liney and riff. They're great songs. Great songs.
Another album that production-wise, 1974,
and it's clean as a whistle.
Sounds good today.
Yes.
You know,
clean as a whistle.
Like Jerry's talking about the bass lines and everything.
And for a debut.
Yeah, but you have to remember, this is a debut of guys that have been in some super groups.
Well,
They've got lots of albums under their belts. They know what they're doing.
Good point.
High level of musicianship there. These guys
all the way through. Yeah, not at all. So good pick, Jim. Bad Company, the debut album.
Great
like
pick.
It.
Yeah, you know what's that Bon Jovi song I heard today? I blame that song Bad Company for like all the stupid cowboy songs that came kind of after that.
Six guns,
blah blah blah. Everybody had a stupid cowboy song right about the
Gonna load
Bon
my
Jovi
gun.
song.
The Steel Horse
down.
I Ride.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. Yeah. A loaded 6-string on my back.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Let's not let Jerry get taken away today. So
we'll
move on from here.
We're early into the show.
Yeah, but that cider guy is going to YouTube comment.
I haven't heard from him.
Homeboy's name was. Yeah.
So
sorry,
the next pick, and I will write your songs down next week. I just ran out of time. I've been busy today doing a whole lot.
No, you should know, Frank. You control the whole empire. No sweat.
It's all good. But the next album that we're going to look at and pick a song from.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right. Little Women and Children first.
Wow.
I still have my David Lee Roth poster nicely tucked away in there. Don't know why they did that, but
you know, Frank, it's so funny you brought that up. Just give me about 2 minutes, gentlemen.
Go ahead.
I had that poster up in my room, and I often thought I had all my Kiss posters up too, but it's the one where DLR is up like this, changed to the fence with his spandex pants. And as I got older, guys, sorry, but I thought, if my dad ever walks into my room, what's he gonna think about that?
Yeah.
What?
Well,
son, you have a guy bare-chested in spandex pants, handcuffed to a chain link fence. What's that about, son? Well, Dad, you don't understand. It's rock and roll. No, that's kind of weird, son.
It is kind of weird.
If you still have that poster, kudos to you, Frank.
Yeah. Well, what am I going to do with it? There was no way I was putting it on my wall.
I did when I was and then go to work at the dairy and see you.
I love Dave, but I didn't want to look at him while I'm laying in bed.
I used like that either. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go watch the guys from Stormer rehearse. I think this is like Temple City or something like that. Anyway, they had taken over a morgue that was there. It wasn't used as a morgue anymore. But there's big rooms there that they would rehearse in, and they had that poster of Dave up on the wall, and somebody put a Kotex on Dave.
No,
stuck on there. And I was like, "Hey, what's up with that?" And Donnie says, "Oh yeah, Dave's on the rag."
Dave's on the rag.
Wow,
that's not cool.
That's a little too much information, Jaime.
That's
but I understand recording at the board because of sound quality. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen to that echo.
Yep. Yeah. And you're not going to get any feedback negatively,
Nope.
from the residents. That's for sure.
Unless it's spirits that used to be buried there.
All right, moving forward. Don't you have something for us to listen to, Jerry?
Yes, sir, I do, Frank and Jim. This is Tim Goynes, Goynes, from Texas. So if you do any checking, Dallas, Fort Worth, DFW, whatever, Tim Goynes, Goynes, is the artist. It's from the album released 420. Right on, dude. The song Frank's going to play is Burn Some Bridges. Tim is the band leader for the Tin Man Band. Studied jazz guitar performance at the University of North Texas. Now that to me, that's pretty heavy. He's from Hope, Arkansas. Currently lives in Denton, Texas. Tim Goynes endorses vintage guitars. The bass player endorses Mike Lull basses, if you've heard of those, Jim. Kirk Evans plays tama drums and pace cymbals. Again, released April 20th, 2021. Tim Goynes, guitar vocals. Anthony Timmons, guitar solo on a song we're not going to play. Colin Alexander bass, Kirk Evans drums. And you know, I love this guy's music and lyrics by Tim Goynes, arranged by Tim Goynes, Colin Alexander and Kirk Evans, recorded, mixed, and mastered by Eric Delegard at Real Time Audio in Denton, Texas, produced by Tim Goynes. And his quote is what I love: lover of fine tone, solid grooves, catchy melodies, and good scotch.
Hey, now,
yeah, you can't beat that. So from the album Incandescent, Tim Goynes, Goynes, song. Frank's going to play Burn Some Bridges. And again, he's on Bandcamp, Tim Goynes at .bandcamp. Facebook, Tim Goynes. There's like two of them, folks, on Conspiracy Land. Do the one from Texas. And Frank's going to play Burn Some Bridges by Tim Goynes.
Here we go. right, there's Burn Some Bridges by Tim Goynes. Wow. I like that a lot. That had a good, strong bluesy rock feel.
Yes.
Trying to figure out, well, who does Tim sound like? And you know, we really, he sounds like Tim Goynes. That's all you can say because.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that, Jim?
I liked it. I liked the whole riff. I liked the vibe. I love the tone of the guitar. I love the solo. Great voice.
Yeah.
Radio ready right there.
Yeah. Well, whoever's doing his recording and producing, mixing and mastering the whole bit, they did a good job.
Yeah. Very well engineered and very well produced.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Arranged by Tim Goynes and his band, Colin Alexander Kirkcap. Yeah. Good. So it's all in-house, guys. I love it.
Like it. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, available at Bandcamp, and check out his Facebook page as well.
Yep.
Good deal. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Frank.
All right, moving forward, sometimes bands get back to me and they give me so much information that I can't get it all out there, and I miss something here and there. But this band, and it's probably my own fault because I didn't do any follow through, but I get the email back. Yeah, please play my music. And sounds great, blah, blah. I got nothing. Nothing. Went to his Bandcamp page. Nothing. All I can tell you is the band is a pop punk type outfit out of Fort Collins, Colorado. And the song is called Shark Attack. And it's a kind of a reference to capitalism and pop culture. There's references to Britney Spears and Bob Ross in there and a few other things. Starts off with a real heavy riff, and that's what sucked me into it. And then it kind of goes off to some other stuff. But let's
goes off to Britney Spears and yeah.
Well, when you say punk pop, you get the pop version of it.
Play it. Yep.
All right, so here we are with Tofu Boy with the song Shark Attack.
Love it. The dog approves.
Yeah.
Stacked the rack 4K years ago when all your rivers ran black. Do you remember when there was a frenzy of shark attacks? Son of heap of internet, then Britney spit them back into the ocean, into the offshore island fund. The Bachelorette's not in paradise, how about a refund? It's sink or swim, so don't look back. We're living in a shark attack. Stop the rods, we're out of whack. This here is a shark attack. Do you remember when Concorde's flight was number one? Back to the future, like a bullet from a gun. Do you remember when celebrity was innocent fun? Bob nurtured happy trees and his legacy hasn't gone. Into the ocean, into the offshore island fund. The joy of painting has roots, the brush cannot be outgunned. And one day, looking back at the setting sun, is this anything or a ripple on the ocean? Can't climb the pyramid, the top's melted now everyone. Dive in the water, devolve into plankton. Into the ocean, under the rising tide. A chain has a series of links, and ours is compromised. It's sink or swim, so don't look back. We're living in a shark attack. Stop the rods, we're out of whack. This here is a shark attack.
All right, there's Tofu Boy with Shark Attack. First, let me say, this came out in March of this year on the 30th. It was mixed and mastered by Josh from Shirty Mastering. I want to make sure I get that out there.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah.
What do you think, Jim? Is that punk, pop? What would you call it?
I don't know. He switched gears back and forth there quite a bit.
Between punk and pop.
Yeah, interesting. A lot of pop culture references in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about target audience. Like,
right.
My youngest kids wouldn't know anything about who Britney Spears was or VHS.
Right.
My older kids would, not my younger kids so much. But so I'm not really sure who he's shooting for there. But it's the kind of thing that makes me smile, right? When you hear little.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. I liked it.
Like
yeah.
That.
Yeah.
What'd you think, Jerry?
Yeah, I like the. It's gonna sound weird, guys. Totally weird, but to me, a couple of the vocal deliveries totally reminded me of Al Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's completely
right on.
It just, some of it just, I go, that sounds like Al Stewart. So I'm sorry, but I like the tune. I like that fuzzy. I like that heavy fat bass drum. Yeah.
It's funny you say that about the vocals because I looked down Fort
you
Collins,
kidding?
Colorado. They've got strange accents in Fort Collins, Colorado. So
yeah.
I want to talk to this guy and I want to get him on the phone and I want to hear how he actually.
Well, when they say thin instead of thing,
yeah.
I always think UK.
Yeah, think. So
no, I thin.
You thin.
It's a rare breed of American who can sound like a Brit when he sings.
Yes.
Right. It's usually
Michael Persico is one of those guys.
Yeah.
There's not too many.
Yeah. And unless you're an actual transplant, it's not easy to pull off.
I liked it. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
All right. Well, that is Shark Attack from Tofu Boy, available on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And
Bandcamp is the shizzle.
You can Google Tofu Boy, and of course you'll find Japanese anime and whatnot. That's where it comes from. But you can, there is a few articles, and they specifically talk about this single coming out, but not any more information. So, Tofu Boy, get back to me. Let me know what you're all about.
Yeah.
And would love to share that information as well.
That'd be great. Yeah.
So moving forward, it's the part of the show where Jim makes a pick. So you know what that means.
What does that mean?
It means you're up.
Female singer under 3 minutes? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I jump in line? I'm sorry. Did I
hit the nail right on the head there.
I know my high, man. So I love them.
This week's band is Lunchbox, which is made up of Tim Brown, who is a guitarist, vocalist, and drummer, and Donna McKeon, who plays bass and also sings. They've been doing this since 1999, 2 decades. They're out of Oakland, California. Inspired by 60s and 70s AM radio pop and TV show theme music. Punk and mod, a la The Creation and The Jam. Very indie pop. So their latest album that the song comes from is called After School Special, and it's on Slumberland. And when I saw Slumberland, I don't know if you guys know that label, but when I think of Slumberland, I think of kind of a shoegazy, dream pop kind of thing. But these guys really don't fit into one sort of pigeonhole. I mean, they're little all over the place. They got some stuff with like some soul influence, definitely pop punk, jangly guitar pop, indie pop, all kind of mixed in there. But we've all kind of been on this Who jive thing lately, since we've all been kind of listening to Who's Next, or not Who's Next, but
Sell Out.
Who Sell Out. And so
Beans. What's my bloody beans?
Right. So you're gonna hear this, Jerry, and we got to talk about songs after the fact, but I think you're just gonna love the bass playing in this. Donna's bass playing has been described as somewhere between Carol Kay and John Entwistle.
Wow.
And when you hear the lines she plays, it's
oh boy, hi man.
It's so tasty. Anyway, this song is called Utopia, and Jerry, it clocks in at a hefty 1 minute 36 seconds.
Wow. Hi, man.
All right. Well, here we go.
That's good. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, Jim, they could have doubled that. And
there was no need. Minute 30. You said all you needed to say.
Well, yeah. But, man, I thought your limit was 3 minutes. I didn't know.
Well, 3 minutes is not the max.
That was great. That was great.
Let me see if I can find. I was trying to see. So there's 11 songs on the album, and I think this whole thing doesn't break 30 minutes. The longest song is 3 minutes 51, but most everything is under the 2 minute range.
I love the outro, like you mentioned, Jim. When a bass player, or as Ace Frehley would say during the Tom Snyder interview, when a bass player, but when they, especially on an outro, when they go way up on the neck and get the little bit of harmonic-y and little bit, it just shows you that that's a serious bass player. There's no joke. I mean, the whole that was beautiful, and it was over right when I was doing this. it ended, and I was like, well, okay.
Well, see, if you'd have kept going, you'd have a brain aneurysm or something.
Right. We don't want that.
The whole album is just filled with the tastiest of bass lines all the way through.
That's beautiful, Jim.
It's gonna keep me going back to that well for a long time, I can tell.
Oh, remember the days, Jim.
Maybe the new album is on blue splatter vinyl, I think, or something. So yeah.
Oh,
nice. Went ahead and ordered that.
Wonderful.
I like
find them on Bandcamp.
I like the about 160 beat per minute drum beat going through there, and you don't need more than 1:30 on that.
That was
song
beautiful,
had everything
Jim.
you needed in it. Very good.
Oh,
see, if you would have halftime that, it would have come out to about 3 minutes.
There you go.
Right. Yep.
That's the
great.
Lunchbox.
Wow.
Good stuff, Jim.
Yeah.
All right. Well, folks, share this podcast with your friends and let the bands know. Share it with their friends, family, and fans. We're available on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, almost any podcast platform. We're there.
Amazon.
We're here on YouTube. If you like looking at us, three handsome lads, you can always do that.
Frank, might interrupt just for a pinch. I know I never usually do during the show.
So out of character. So go ahead.
We've all had our shots, folks, and we've all had our second shots. So you can watch the podcast.
There you go.
With no mask on.
No mask. No mask required.
Just saying.
I've got a mask.
Very good. All right. So the next episode, we'll be looking at women and children first. We'll have
what a pick, Frank. What a pick.
Well, and I don't want to put any pressure on you because I know your LP collection is minimal. You don't have to
isolated.
Show an album.
It's isolated to the Hysteria box set.
Right. Don't feel.
Folks, and I've got 2.
Don't
remember
feel
I told you guys I got to get the
that.
entertainments. Yeah, well, no, but you don't think I have that digital? I've got it all, baby. Oh, I can't wait to go. And I know Simple Rhyme was the last song on one of the sides, side 1 or side 2.
Do you know what this means, Frank?
Well, we got a Kiss album coming up.
Yeah, it's only going to be Kiss albums
every 3 weeks.
Every 3
episodes. Well, if I told you that
out of the vault.
I tell you what, the more Frank and you guys show that vinyl, here's my issue. I told you guys a while back, you know, I had new flooring and carpet. It's been a while. I'm slacking, but my deal is where to put the entertainment center to where I can install a turntable. And believe me, when it happens, now I'm not going to go loco like you and Frank, Jim. I'm not going to go because Frank buys stuff. Do you know who they are? No, never heard of them. But look at it, it's orange and blue. It's great. I'm not doing that.
That's how
you guys no, you got me jacked up. I might start opening Kiss albums on air, like Revenge and it's
new
plastic.
Unboxing.
Isn't that supposed to be like a $1 billion?
Oh, Greatest Kiss and
it's just folks, crazy. I opened it up once and thanks to Frank Dragato because the Hysteria box set has every album Kiss ever did on vinyl except Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
So guess who found 2 copies of Sonic Boom for me? Frank Dragato. Thank you, sir.
They were sitting right back here because I bought all 5 colors.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too. I saw that too.
Yeah.
You know, because I looked at them, I was going, maybe I should buy all 5, and just all of a sudden they're not available.
Yeah.
Like, oh. But anyway, guys, I feel you. And, you know, but to me, having my entire music collection in my phone, and I have the Bluetooth speaker sitting on the mantle. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do miss spinning it. I go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do miss spinning.
It makes life easy, but you don't have a life-size poster of David Lee Roth either.
That's true.
I did. Well,
now you just have it on your phone.
We've gotten way past Frank having because I never thought about it until I was at least in my late 40s or 50s. I thought if my dad ever walked into my room and saw that picture.
Yeah.
I wonder if he thought but then I had Kiss posters all over and I had my microphone set up on a broomstick and I had my high heels. I made some out of Adidas. Oh yeah. So if he went in my room, he saw. Yeah.
he knew you were messed up.
Yeah, he knew. Like
there it is.
That's not the son I raised. What happened to him was. We don't know. He likes music.
Oh. Well, you have anything else, Jerry, you want to add before we get out of here?
Yeah. Folks, keep rocking out in Conspiracy Land. Keep rocking. It's all wonderful out there.
All right.
Thank you.
Like I say, subscribe, share. Jim?
Smash the like button.
Exactly. And if you don't have anything else, Jim?
I guess the shop is closed.
Hey, Frank, thanks, man. Send me a message on Facebook or something, and we'll do another one of these. I could send you a couple voice ones without the video if you want. All right, so you could do that. Hope all is well. Hope I'll be back on the road here soon. But again, yeah, just message me. My email, I think, is on my Facebook pages, too. And I could send you a voice one, if that will be good. All right? Rock on, brother.